All right, good day, folks. Everything new under the sun. Here's some breaking news. Iran is nuclear. That is what is being suggested by War News 247. Apparently, leaked information from Moscow. So this is interesting. Um, I'll bring you up to speed here. So this over here, this is JPost, and they've decided what to do, but not exactly when to do it. So there's suggestion that they are keeping Iran guessing. Iran is quickly getting air defense systems up around Tehran and moving assets around as needed. They're expecting something. There have been airlines that, in fact, have paused airline activity until October. So that is an interesting thing. It suggests there's so Israel wants to keep Iran guessing, which I said. Sorry, my brain is fuzzled after I got a notification. But here is the timing of it. The IDF is suggesting they may wait about a week or until Passover is done here. Let me go down to. Here is what the IDF Chief of Staff said, Halevi. So he hinted at the timing of the retaliatory attack and suggesting maybe it's not very imminent. So again, this is going to keep Iran guessing. And he said this during a visit to the Air Defense Battery of the Battalion 136. Now, is this misinformation? Is this malinformation? Is this disinformation to keep the enemy guessing? Very likely so. Is there some potential truth to it as well? Well, he suggested that it's due to Passover. He said, "We are enabling a home front policy to at least give citizens this Passover week to live almost like normal because we completely trust you and your readiness." I guess, if they need to call them up, they're ready at any time. But again, this could be a front. This could be something to make Iran think, well, they're absolutely not going to do it, during this, holy period for Israel, the Passover week. So that's interesting. Could they do it, right in the middle of Passover? They could. I think this is the tell that the IDF trusts the readiness of folks. So if they get into the middle of the week, whatever it may be, they can call them immediately, and they will be, at the base, whatever. All the reserves, call-ups, all the people will be ready to go. So they don't have to practice this. They don't have to, stay in uniform exactly for it. But let's go on. This is War News 247. Russia warns Netanyahu with a leaked bomb. Iran has nuclear warheads, and apparently Putin congratulated us, Iran, on the attack on Israel. This is what Tehran is saying. So it says Moscow leaked bombshell information about the Middle East in anticipation of Israel's attack. Now, is this misinformation? Is this malinformation, disinformation? Is Russia leaking this, quote unquote, because they want to scare Israel away from retaliating? Because if Iran does have nuclear warheads, then they could use them, right? Meanwhile, Israel thinks that Iran doesn't have them. At least that's what the public knows. The civilians do. Does the IDF? Does the Mossad know something else? So there's a bunch of, the fog of war, the disinformation that's going back and forth. The propaganda is thick here, and you have to hope that the intelligence service of Israel, of the U.S., know what's actually happening. I think if Iran did have a nuclear warhead, Israel would know about it. But if they were slipped something in a briefcase on a visit by, a Russian politician, as a ready-made nuclear weapon that they could simply slide into the tip of a missile or something, then you never know. And these are the unknowns in war. And this is an interesting statement here. The chairman of Iran's Parliament National Security Committee, Fawzal Amoui, said that Iran is ready to use a weapon it has never used before, end quote. if Israel decides to retaliate. So again, you go back to this: what weapon have they not used before? Do they have a nuclear bomb or a dirty bomb? Is the question. The bad news doesn't stop there. According to Iranian news agency, there was a telephone conversation between Russia and Rashi, in which Putin praised Iran's attack on Israel as one of the best ways to punish the aggressor and an indication of the prudence and rationality of Iran's leaders. It says, what happened on the part of Iran in response to this Israeli criminal act and in the shadow of the inaction of the UN Security Council was the best way to punish aggressor and a manifestation of the tact and rationality of its leaders. And here's a picture, I guess, from Twitter. Putin praises Iranian attack on Israel as the best response. So very, very interesting information there. Is it true? Is this a bluff by Putin to scare off Israel? Now it's a battle of, again, whose intelligence agencies has the information. Are you going to call someone's bluff on this? Is Israel going to call Iran's bluff? Are they going to go in and take as many nuclear power plants out as possible, and hopefully their air defense systems are able to destroy nuclear warheads that may be on the way in terms of ballistic missiles? Hopefully Iran doesn't have super hypersonic missiles. I think they have supersonic, but maybe I don't know if they have hypersonic now. That's a good question, but hopefully they don't have a hypersonic, because I don't know if Israel's ready for the hypersonics. But again, Russia could quickly deliver them a hypersonic missile and stuff a nuclear warhead in there. And would Mossad know about it? I don't know. So these are questions out in the open there. So be prepared. This could happen, during this week. It sounds like a good setup, honestly, for an attack at the end of the week, on the weekend, as these governments like to do. When the markets are closed, all these sorts of things. So again, this is a perfect setup for a Saturday, Sunday sort of strike, very similar or exactly like how Iran attacked Israel. So who knows when this is going to happen, but this is the latest information. Is Iran nuclear? That will be a game changer.